I survived for 3 days inside a sunken ship at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. My name is Harrison, and this is my incredible story. It was May 26, 2013, and I was working as a cook on a tugboat called Jazan 4 off the Nigerian coast. Our ship was stabilizing an oil tanker and had a crew of 12 people on board. At the time, we were about 30 kilometers off the Nigerian coast near the Escravos estuary. It was a routine job, but the weather was making everything more complicated. Around 5 a.m., as the crew slept and stormy winds made the situation extremely dangerous, I found myself sitting in the ship's restroom in just my boxer shorts. Suddenly, a massive wave hit our tugboat, causing it to sink rapidly. Within seconds, the situation turned into a nightmare. I could hear people screaming, and I felt the ship going down. We were sinking fast, seawater pouring in from all sides, and the ship settled upside down on the seabed, 30 meters below the surface. Everything was pitch dark, but somehow, I managed to get out of the restroom and found an air pocket about 1.3 meters in diameter in the engineer's office. I created a makeshift platform from 2 mattresses to keep my upper body above the water, preventing hypothermia. I knew there was no way for me to leave the ship. Hours passed, and everything around me was dark and loud. I cried and begged Jesus to save me. I was so hungry, thirsty, and cold that I could only pray to see a glimmer of light. After the disaster became known, rescue divers were mobilized to search for survivors. However, after a 17-hour journey, they retrieved the bodies of 4 crew members from 30 meters deep on the next day. Then, over 60 hours later, probably just before I would have run out of oxygen, I heard a knocking. As a diver combed the wreck, I swam toward the beam of his flashlight and touched the diver, who was taken aback by my presence. With no one expecting a living crew member, I was relieved, but my ordeal was far from over. My body had been subjected to immense ambient pressure at a depth of 30 meters for 60 hours. Rapidly ascending to the surface would have meant certain death due to decompression sickness. Finally, I was guided out of the wreck using a diving bell and then spent another 62 hours in a decompression chamber on the rescue ship. Otherwise, I would have developed the bends, which is a life-threatening condition. In the end, I was the sole survivor of this tragedy. After such a harrowing ordeal, I suffered from terrible nightmares for a long time. Although I initially wanted nothing to do with the ocean, I eventually overcame my fear and became a certified professional diver in 2015. The beautiful part of it was that the rescue diver who found me at the bottom of the sea was the one who presented me with my diploma. There is indeed magic in this world, you just have to search for it.